I let go of his hand!
Welcome to About Time, a Doctor Who podcast. Today, we're watching Torchwood, and quite frankly, it's about time.
Hello, welcome back.
Hello, welcome back. It's so weird you being in control of this bit.
I think I should do everything that is non-linear.
What do you mean by that? Oh,
So-
everything that's not Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is still linear. It's still part of the chronology. But yeah, okay, we'll go with that.
How are you?
I'm a bit crap, actually. I'm a bit stressed and
Yeah.
pissed off at the moment.
Stephen needs a new job.
Yeah, I'm really not happy with work at the moment. But, you know, that's life. I will have to look for something new. And you're going to help me, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And a bit more money would be good, so... something that pays a bit better, hopefully. But anyway, how are you?
I'm okay.
I told you today, well, I tell you quite a lot actually, but I said earlier, I'm really proud of you because you're doing so well at your course that we're not allowed to say what it is.
No, we're not.
But he's doing brilliantly. And you can all
I'm
be proud of
trying
him as
my
well.
best.
Yeah, and your best is great. So well done. Have we done anything interesting since we last recorded?
Not really.
No.
Oh, Happy New Year.
Yeah, they've had Happy New Year.
Oh.
We've done that.
It's 2024, Jan.
It's Stephen, not Jan.
Yeah, we live a little bit of a boring life.
No.
We
There's
do.
There's just a lot going on at the moment. Like, I'm starting rehearsals for a new play very soon. I said to myself I wasn't going to direct anything this year. I was going to focus on writing. But then...
Oh, you should focus on writing.
yeah, I'd like to. But then a play came up and I was like, well, actually, I really want to do that.
After March,
Yeah.
that is the time, and then
Okay.
you need to write a play, and then your deadline is August.
Wow, okay. I better get cracking then. Anyway, faithful listeners, you're not here to listen to us talk about our lives. You're here to listen to us talk about Torchwood today. And we've watched another 2 episodes. We've watched Adam and we've watched Reset. And we've literally just finished watching Reset, and Ben is not recovered emotionally from what happened. Are you?
I hate Adam.
Oh, okay. Should we just talk about Adam first?
Yes.
Okay. You weren't really a fan of that episode.
No.
Can you say why?
No offense to the actor. I just felt he was a bit clunky and he was a bit hammy and a bit...
He was a bit annoying,
Yeah.
but to be fair, I think it was partly intentional. I think he was supposed to sort of get under your skin and make your skin crawl a bit.
Yeah.
Because he's a bit like that person that comes into a new situation and is like trying to be all like they've been there. Like, you know, when you get a new colleague and they like start telling you what to do and stuff, like, because they think they know better. Like, he had that vibe about him. Yeah, his name was Brian Dick. I looked him up.
Hello, Brian Dick.
Pardon? Did you say Brian's dick? I'm so sorry if you're listening, Brian.
No, sorry. I am sorry. Hello, Brian. Goodbye, Brian.
Yeah, it was only in it for 1 episode. And you, after it, you were like, please tell me he doesn't come fucking back. No, he doesn't come back.
The villain I did not like.
You said to me at the time you didn't like it because it was quite slow.
Oh, it is. And
I
then
don't get that though.
Oh, it is.
Because it is slower paced, but as I said to you, not everything has to be action packed.
Yes,
bang, bang, bang.
it does. Yes, it does.
But you really liked To the Last Man, and that wasn't action packed.
Yeah,
It was emotional.
but this didn't have that.
It did.
It didn't.
Yeah, it did.
It didn't. It didn't have.
Yeah, it had-
You didn't care for those emotions.
You had Jack like discovering his memories of his past, which was a bit weird.
Puke.
And you had Owen opening up about his past, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Did he open up first half?
Yeah, you know the bit at the end when they're about to take the pill and Jack said, find something that makes you you from before we all met. And they were all going through things. And Owen said, it's really sad actually, when he said about his mother said to him, I love you because you're my son. That doesn't mean I have to like you.
Yeah. Sad.
That is really painful. Yeah, I feel like this is a character episode, and it's an episode where you get to find out a bit more about them.
Then Gwen says, I love him, but not the way I love you.
Yeah, what did she mean by that?
Gwen. Come here, Gwen. Come here, come to me. He's a fucking taken man. You're a taken woman.
Yeah.
Get over yourself.
I don't know if I think she was talking romantically. I think that's what she meant. She loves Reese as the love of her life, but Jack to her is like... Remember, you know how effectively Jack is the Doctor to Torchwood? He is to Torchwood what the Doctor is to Doctor Who. He's like the figure of like, he has all this mystery and experience and like he is Gwen's gateway into this fantastical world. And I think because he represents that to her, she's like, she loves him in a sense of like...
He saved her.
He's an amazing person, but like she doesn't love him like that. That's what she meant, but yeah.
Yanto confessed love to Jack.
When?
Because it wasn't a big obvious I love you. So it was like Lisa falling in love. And then he said you.
Yeah.
The links.
Yeah.
Does Jack love Yanto?
I think so.
Are they official?
I don't think they're official.
They dabble.
Yeah, but I think there's a deep connection there. You've got to remember with Jack though, he's so old and lived so long. He's had deep love before. And then someone, dies. Like, he can't be with someone forever.
Maybe Yanto can become a head as well.
Maybe.
The head of bow and the head of toe.
I'm sure there's a joke in there about head. But yeah. Yeah, so with this episode, Adam, I told you to watch very carefully right from the beginning with the intro. And you saw the little clips of Adam come up. And you were like, who's that?
Ugh.
I think it's a clever thing to do. I wish they'd gone further with it though. I wish they'd like superimposed him somehow into the shots of like the whole team walking and stuff. Like, although
they can barely pay for CGI in the show.
Yeah, it probably would have looked crap if they'd done that.
Yeah, they can barely pay for good alien CGI. Look at that fucking fly.
Yeah, but it was cool that they put those clips in to like pretend that he'd always been there. And I have to mention at this point, go back to one of our other favourite topics we like to bring up in Torchwood, which is Buffy. Minor spoilers if you want to skip ahead a little bit.
Minor spoilers for Buffy.
Do you remember the episode Superstar?
No.
Which is where Jonathan, who's the kind of pathetic character, I can't remember exactly how it comes about, but he does something whereby he ends up basically being able to live out his fantasy and be the one that everyone is obsessed with. He becomes a celebrity and he becomes part of Buffy's team. And he saves the day. And they all crowd around him and it's like, oh, Jonathan this, Jonathan that. And I'm pretty sure they did a special opening title sequence for that where they put him into all the clips. So I'm sure they were inspired by that. There's another Buffy reference that I'm kind of dying to make, but that really is a big spoiler, so I won't go there. But if you know, you know. Season 5, that's all I'm saying. For like a character that, yeah.
How pretentious.
If you know, you know.
I hate when you say that. It's so pretentious.
Is it?
Yeah. Listeners, if you know, you know. It's so pretentious.
Sorry. So it was interesting to see how, with Adam pushing himself into their memories, it changed people's personalities. So, like,
yes.
Tosh grew in confidence and Owen became awkward and nerdy. And I find that really interesting because it means that part of them is still within them. They are capable of that.
Do you ever think that that was... No, because I think he's always been a cocky shit. Do you think that was a past him, maybe at university? And then he got the Torchwood job and he just brushed it off and he was like, bitch, I've got this spray. I don't know. I
think he probably was a lot more sensitive when he was younger. I think he got harder as life went on.
Yeah.
But yeah, and Tosh being more confident, having that like low cut top. Did you see?
No.
Like she was very booby in that episode.
Oh. I'm sorry. I did not look at her boobs.
No, I'm surprised I did.
Because I know how to look at her eyes, Stephen.
But yeah, it's interesting because in this episode it was flipped and it was very much like Owen was the one who was pursuing Tosh and she was not wanting him. But
yeah, Tosh basically had sex with a computer.
A computer?
He was Glitch. He was glitching.
We don't know what he was. He was an alien existence of some sort. What?
Torch is going to have a baby that is made up of Adam. He is going to be...
Do they actually have sex?
Really?
Because they cut the scene away before they actually got to that.
Yeah, have you ever heard of the phrase,
No,
take you to the door?
Yes, I get it, but what I'm saying is we don't actually know that they did it.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Tosh reached for his penis. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's just interesting how, like, Owen declared his love.
Yeah.
Which means to me that he does feel for her, but he absolutely keeps it locked away and doesn't want to address it, acknowledge
because
it.
it would be serious.
Yes.
It wouldn't be just... it would never be serious with Gwen because she already had that.
Owen, you're right. Owen was scared of commitment because...
Don't say was.
I was going to say is, and I was like, unfortunately not anymore.
No, is he dead?
Can we talk about Reset in a minute? Can we carry on with Adam for now? Owen is scared of commitment because, like you said, if or scared of seriousness because it gives him the opportunity to get hurt. If some people have that mentality where if you get attached and you love somebody, then you always have the potential to be hurt.
Yeah.
But then that's the great thing about love is that, if you're not prepared to have the potential of being hurt, then you don't feel the positivity of what love is.
Yeah. It's a bit like our new game show we love to watch.
Oh, Jeopardy.
We watched Jeopardy.
Jeopardy. Yeah, Jeopardy. Yeah.
We watched Jeopardy, the UK version.
I really like it. I think Stephen Fry's a little bit awkward as a presenter, but...
But didn't he present another game show once upon a time?
Well, he did QI, but that's more of a panel show.
Is that ended now?
No, I think it's still going with Sandy Toksvig. Anyway, we've gone off topic. What about the whole plot with Gwen forgetting who Reese was?
Oh, heartbreaking.
It was heartbreaking.
But I'll take him off your hands.
But those two are such good actors. And they work so well together.
Such an amazing... what's the word?
Chemistry?
Chemistry, that's the word. Chemistry together. Yeah, I love them two together.
Yeah.
And I will say this, people who are Gwen fans, Gwen is growing on me. She is growing me. I think she is less slutty in this series.
Yeah.
She's less focused on getting a wicked end away.
Yeah, she has become more...
And she's soft.
Well-rounded.
She gives you... I've got so much to say about the other episode.
Mm-hmm.
Because this episode's rubbish.
All in good time. I don't think this episode's rubbish. I think it's not one of my top favourites by any stretch of the imagination. But I don't hate it.
I just think it was there to bring... You needed something to bring out these memories from Jack. I understood that. This was the device they used. I just feel like what is it? Like Adam forcing himself into that memory in the end and said, you'll always remember me now.
Yeah.
I'll always have something to be... But I don't understand this, the box and the sand and this and that. It makes no sense. It makes sense, but I think as long you've got to wrap this up later.
What?
Like, how did he get the sand? Where did the box come from? Why is there sand in the box? Did he meet Jack in a previous life?
I don't know.
Is he attached to Grey? Was that Grey's a memory?
I think he could see into Jack's memory. And he could see the whole Beauchesne Peninsula thing, where he grew up. The sand, I think, is from the Beauchesne Peninsula. So I think the idea is that if Jack is forgetting, he can see the sand and the sand might jog his memory. But Adam has gone now. He's been wiped out.
He lived in the void. Maybe he was floating by and he saw the void ship and he was like, hi! Hi, neighbour! Do we ever see Daleks in Torchwood? Or are they exclusive to Doctor Who?
No, you never see a Dalek in a Torchwood episode.
So you could have just literally said, yes, they are attached, they are exclusive to Doctor Who.
Yeah, but there's something I really want to say, but I won't say it.
How many series of Doctor Who, Torchwood are there?
4. But 3 is only 5 episodes, and 4 is 10 episodes.
What about the American one? Is that 4?
That's 4, yeah.
And that's not very good.
Well, we rewatched it this last year, and it was better than I remembered it.
Oh.
Actually, very good.
Is Jack in it?
I can't tell you that.
Is it a whole new cast?
I can't tell you that. Anyway, yeah, should we talk a bit about Jack and his upbringing?
He lives on the Beauchene.
Beauchene Peninsula.
What's that? What's a peninsula?
Peninsula is like an islandy thing, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Let me Google what is a peninsula.
Stephen doesn't know the meaning. Stephen doesn't know the meaning.
Well, neither did you. That's why you asked.
Yeah. I'm human. I'm not a supercomputer.
Okay. It's kind of an island. It's a piece of land surrounded on most sides by water, but not all sides. So it's like an island that's attached to the mainland. So
And who was attacking them?
we don't know. Again, I will say what I always say, which is I think this has probably been covered in audios, but I don't care or know about audios.
Rude.
Somebody told me that Jack's... Because remember, Jack is not Jack's real name. Remember, he took that from that soldier.
Yeah.
So somebody said that his real name was revealed on an audio, but I don't care about that. I think it's better if you don't know.
Oh my God. Okay, I can forgive Grey now.
Yeah.
I don't like the name Grey. No offence to the people who are called Grey in the world.
Are there people called Grey in the world?
Don't get me wrong. I like the name Grayson.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the word grey.
It sounds a bit dull.
Yeah, that's for me. Like the word grey for me, I think grey could have been called another nicer colour, like slate or slate. Oh my God, that's such a great name for a character.
Jack's brother could have been called Slate.
Yeah, Jack and Slate. Jack Slate. No, Slate would be good.
But Jack isn't his name. Remember that.
Jack's name is actually... I'm going to Google it.
I can tell you if you actually want to know, but I don't personally, I don't think it's canon.
Well, it must be canon because they must have like paid for the contract.
Yeah, but I personally don't call him. So apparently his real name is...
Let me brace myself. Okay, I'm braced.
Yavik Pyotr Thane.
Okay, yes. I don't believe that for 1 minute.
No. So let's just ignore that.
So
brush that under the carpet.
The most logical thing for me to say that if you wanted to round it up and actually make something true, you literally could have... Face of Beauchene.
Yeah, that's why he's called the Face of Beau. Because remember, he was a poster boy on the Beauchene Peninsula, so they called him the Face of Beau.
Poster boy?
Yeah, he was the first one to sign up to the Time Agency. They said this in the end of Series 3.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, that's when he was revealed to be the Face of Beau. He was like, oh yeah, I was the first one to sign up to the Time Agency. I became a poster boy, so they used to call me the Face of Beau.
Oh. I didn't listen that hard.
No, I
was overwhelmed.
You were overwhelmed. But I do find it funny in this how, so because they didn't want to reveal Jack's real name, his parents just call him Son. But they call Grey.
Yeah, but Grey's name is not actually Grey.
Why?
It's Greynalia. Greynunia.
No, his name is actually Grey.
Greynart. And yet Jack's name's what?
Yeah, because Jack was a time agent. And he stole the identity.
Jack's real name was what?
Yavik something.
I'm sorry. So you're going to call your one son? That's cruel. That's child abuse.
Well, Yavik and Grey.
Hey, Yavik is a cool name. Don't get me wrong. But share out the love.
Yeah.
You need to listen back to this because I don't want to sound like Katie Hopkins.
What? Oh my God. I have a problem when people call their children names after a location.
I was literally going to say I have a problem with people calling their children colours.
Oh my God, you would sound like Katie Hopkins.
Yeah. I love flower names. So like Rose is Violet.
Yes.
Sunflower.
Sunflower? Imagine doing the register in school and being like, Sunflower? Yes, miss.
Daffodil. Literally, if I ever knew someone called Daffodil, I would literally say, "Can I call you Daffy?"
Yeah,
because that's lovely.
Yeah, that is lovely. You are very opinionated, aren't you?
Yes.
Can you not just accept that people call their children what they call their children?
Yeah, because my favourite names are probably not other people's favourite names.
Yeah, so I did think it was funny how they just called him Son. It was like really clunky.
The dialogue in that episode was clunky.
Yeah, and his dad is called Franklin. So you've got Yavik and Grey, and then the dad's called Franklin.
And the mum's called Mum. So.
And the mum never gets mentioned name, although she looks like a Karen, I thought.
Oh, I was thinking more like Diana.
Okay, but she had a very sort of Karen-y hairstyle.
That's the popularity on Beau.
Yeah. They didn't.
Where is Beauchene?
No idea. I'm guessing it's a human colony in the in the 51st century, but they didn't look very futuristic.
No,
they looked quite.
I felt like it was quite Star Wars inspired.
Oh right, yes.
At the beginning, where he lives in the sand dunes and all that.
Yeah, and there's that weird like castle thing in the distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was a block of flats.
Block of flats.
Yeah, because his parents lived there. So they're in the whole thing. No,
it did look like a giant sandcastle, though, didn't it?
Not to me.
Oh, okay. Also, the actor they got to play the young Jack, I think looks more like
him.
He looks more like James Masters to me. Could have been a young John.
Yeah, I would agree in that.
Not that John.
And I was like, when I heard his voice, I was like, oh, I remember being that age. And your voice is like in that in between weird
where
phase.
it's breaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I wrote down a line that annoys me from Adam, the way he delivers it when he's in the cell, and he goes, "You always remember what you killed, don't you, Jack?" With his like face pressed up against the glass. And then when he's with Tosh and he's like, "How far would you go for me? I need to know. Would you die for me?"
I don't get that bit.
That's so red flag.
Oh yeah,
behavior,
100%.
isn't it? If someone says that to you in real life, that's an awful thing to say.
Sounds like someone of the mafia saying it.
Yeah. No, but like if a partner says that to you, "I need to know, would you die for me?" That's like quite disturbing.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
100%.
Would you die for me? Don't answer that. I wouldn't want you to.
I'd give you a kidney.
All right, okay. Good.
I don't even know what your blood type is.
No, I need to find that out. Reese the Rant.
Should be called Ben the Rant.
Oh, yeah. But you wouldn't do that in a shop. You might make a snotty remark and then walk out because you didn't want to face the consequences of your remark. Like
I have complained about food from a restaurant, though, haven't I?
Oh, God. Oh, my God, you do.
I'm paying. So this is the thing. I will tip anyone in a restaurant if they give great service.
Yeah. You're generous like that.
But I do not believe in tipping someone who has not given me service or given me great service. Me and Stephen were sat down. They're the reason why this company is slowly failing. We were sat down once, and literally, I kid you not, this restaurant wasn't busy. It was, I would say, medium hum. This waitress walked past us and served all these tables around us, and we were there 20 minutes waiting for a drink. Then we had to wait another 15 minutes for the drinks to come. Then she didn't come and take our food order. And it was just like, I was just like, I'm fucking livid.
Yeah, it doesn't take much to wind you up.
And the best she could do is give me 20% off. I was like, absolutely not.
My God, I think you're a Karen, Ben. I think you're a Karen.
No, I'm not.
What was the other story I was going to tell? It was the same restaurant because you asked once if they had garlic mayonnaise, and they said no, and you were like, "Are you serious? You're an Italian restaurant and you don't have garlic mayonnaise?" Then you were like, "Have you got garlic? Have you got mayonnaise? Well, then you can make me some."
No, I didn't. No. I didn't say you can make me some. I said you can make some then.
Yeah, basically, but yeah.
And then, what did I get come to my table?
Did you get it?
Yes, I did.
Oh my God, Ben.
I did.
Ben is a Karen.
I'm not. I don't want to be a Karen.
I've come to this realisation. You are a Karen.
I get things done. I don't rap on people's car windows and said, move or...
No, but you do, like, say we're walking on the pavement and then someone, like, just stops in front of you. You go things like, "Well, that was a silly place to stop, wasn't it?" And then walk around them.
I do say that. Or I say, if there are people clogging up the aisle, I walk past them and say, "Oh, that's a silly place to stand, wasn't it?"
Yeah.
But
you've got to be careful because one day you might say it's the wrong person and then they'll punch you.
And then they'll get done for GBH.
Well, no, but I don't want you to get punched. Or worse.
Expelled.
I was actually thinking stabbed, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Reese the Rant. I love that scene because he's so funny.
She's a bit slutty though.
Why?
Because she had sex with a perfect stranger.
Well, he wasn't a stranger. She said she was starting to get some memories back. She said it's not fully settled, but she said some things were coming back.
Don't you think that it would be really nice to like have an episode where Gwen just says, takes Jack to one side and said, "I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
And I'm done."
With Torchwood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And say to Jack, "I love my time and it's a shame that I won't be able to remember it, but I want to look after this baby."
Yeah, but don't you think she's brought about change within Torchwood? Because I think if she chose to leave, he wouldn't necessarily wipe her memory. I think he would allow her to keep it.
Oh, does he?
I'm not saying that's happening. I'm just because I think, he allowed Reese to keep his memory, and they would never have entertained that idea before. But she's brought in some element of humanity. What else did I want to say? Oh yeah, when Yanto got his memories implanted about murdering people, and we got Return of the Sharpay, which I actually laughed at. I said, "Oh, the Sharpay's coming," and you were like, "Don't laugh." You were really invested.
Yeah,
you told me off for laughing.
Because I will say, Yanto is actually probably my favourite character.
Yeah, he is great. He is great.
I think he's the glue.
Yeah,
I do think he's the glue.
Yeah, and he's a very good actor as well.
Yeah,
that was a really good.
He's very good at like being in pain.
He's very good at like devastation.
Yeah, and he believed it so much that the lie tester said it was true. If
it hadn't been so brutal, I would have suggested that they used the mind probe like they used on Beth. Do you remember? It was like going deeper and deeper into her subconscious. Yeah. But that was causing her a lot of pain, and I guess Jack didn't want to do that.
And she was an agent of...
And literally all he had to do was look on the CCTV anyway. Yeah. I would have thought Adam would have been cleverer than that and would have wiped the CCTV. But obviously
he wasn't clever enough.
And just at the end there, when they all wipe their own memories and they lose 2 days, and then they find the flowers that Owen gave to Tosh. I love that bit.
Were they white lilies?
I didn't notice. Why? Is that
swear that's a funeral thing.
Oh, maybe it was foreshadowing. But yeah, she reads the card and it's like, to Tosh, love and apologies, Owen. And he's like, "Oh, in your dreams, sweetheart." And he's like, "I don't do flowers, and I certainly don't do apologies."
That's great acting, but nothing like him in voice.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, let me try again. "I don't do flowers, and I definitely don't do apologies."
It's all right. It wasn't the best.
Okay. Yeah. He just doesn't do apologies. He's like he's back to his cocky, closed off self.
Why did he pick up those glasses? They feel like they literally said, "I'll just wear Tosh's glasses for this episode, Owen."
Oh, why was he wearing glasses in the episode?
Yeah.
They weren't Tosh's glasses though.
They look like Tosh's glasses.
No, they were black framed, and hers are like slightly like pink.
Maroon.
Yeah. Anyway, let's rate. Have a look at the list so far. At the bottom of yours currently is day 1, the sex gas, and Everything Changes, the very first episode, which you said was slow and boring.
Yeah.
And you've got Cyberwoman as well. Are you seriously telling me that Adam goes below all of those?
Okay, maybe not.
No. You've also got Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, the one with John Hart from the beginning of this series. Is Adam
John
worse
Hart?
than that? Yeah, James Masters.
Is that his name, John Hart?
Captain John Hart, yeah. Is Adam worse than Kiss Kiss Bang Bang?
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah, it was quite dramatic. It had a good pulse to it. This didn't have much.
Okay, if you say so.
It didn't have much stakes.
But is it? Well,
they didn't know about him, so because you only know about it.
But that's the thing. That's the whole thing. It's dramatic for us because we're like, oh my god, when are they going to realise? When are they going to work it out?
So I'm going to go. Yes, I'm going to go with it.
Is it better than Cyberwoman?
Yeah.
Okay, so that puts 15th. It at currently number 15 for you, although that might change when we put the next one on. For me, I'm going to put it higher than you because I don't dislike it. I am going to put it actually between Small Worlds and Sleeper, which currently puts it at number 11 for me.
Okay.
So that's that. Let's move on to Reset.
Beep. Hello. Welcome back to a new episode.
No, it's not a new episode. It's all one episode.
It was a joke.
Oh. Sorry.
The word is reset.
Oh. Sorry.
Oh my God, you say you like wordplay.
I didn't get it. Sorry. So I thought you were going to be so excited that Martha was in it. I set up my thing recording to try and get your reaction to seeing Martha, and you literally gave me nothing. You just you gave out this tiny little gasp, and that was it. You didn't say anything.
Miss Martha Jones.
How did you feel when you saw her?
I was a bit like, okay. I'm angry because they got rid of Owen. I was just starting to like him.
I know.
And they got rid of him. And I'm like, absolutely, what? Who wrote this episode? More importantly, what is the next episode called? Because you won't tell me.
So the writer of this episode was called J.C. Wilshire.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
No, I don't know who that is, but I did a quick Google, and they're known for police stuff like The Bill and New Tricks.
Oh, what did I say?
You did. You literally said, "Oh, this is like Law and Order or CSI." Like you said, yeah, and you said the dialogue was quite clunky.
Yeah, it didn't feel like Torchwood.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Torchwood.
It had a very different tone for a lot of it.
Yeah, but yeah, he died at the end. We're gonna go straight to the end.
Oh, you want to talk about that?
Silence, speak to me!
Oh no! You're fucking kidding me!
He's dead.
I was just starting to like the character as well.
Our first casualty of Torchwood.
He's actually dead.
Yeah.
He's actually leaving the series.
Yeah.
They don't need two doctors. They don't need two doctors. No, he just said yes to
Tosh.
Tosh.
Okay.
I was sad.
Yeah, it is very sad, especially as Tosh had, he'd only just said yes to Tosh going out on a date.
Tosh is cursed.
Yeah.
Tommy dead. Adam was imaginary and dead. Owen dead. Woman she had sex with dead.
Yeah. I don't think she's dead.
Everybody she kisses or likes dies.
Yeah, make sure you don't let her kiss you.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not destined to be lucky in love.
I wonder how many I wonder how many Torchwood deaths we're gonna have this series.
This series?
I think we're gonna have 2.
Really?
Yeah. I think the finale's gonna have someone die as well.
Oh, okay.
Because they want to bring in a new set for a new couple of energy for the next series.
You were shocked and gutted, weren't you?
Yes, because he's been shot a lot.
Yeah.
He's been shot in the shoulder. He's been shot in the thigh. They've all nearly died many times, and this is the first time where they've
an actual consequence.
And this is the actual death. I'm glad that Jack just did it.
Did what?
Shot him.
Oh, shot the doctor man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, going back to the beginning then, with Martha.
Yeah.
So update on Martha. She now works for Unit.
Who nominated her for that job?
Who do you think? They literally alluded to it in the episode. She was like, someone rang her up out of the blue, said they'd been recommended her by an impeccable source. And Jack pointed at the sky and was like, you think? And she was like, who else would it have been?
Someone who wants to keep her close.
Yeah.
The master.
No. The doctor, obviously, because she said, I guess he thought he owed me a favour. And Jack was like, I guess we all do, because she saved the world.
Yeah, but honestly, Martha, you're a doctor. That's what you wanted to do.
Yeah, now she's a doctor within Unit.
Yeah, but she wanted to look after people, not
I'm sure she still does that, but she has lots of valuable experience with aliens and stuff. And also, I like the fact that she and Jack had a moment to talk about the things they'd been through with the master.
But how is she going to how is she going to disconnect herself from Unit to become a part of Torchwood?
I'm sure it's possible.
I'm sure it's not.
Maybe there'd be some conflict about that.
Yeah, listeners. As soon as Owen died, I said, "Oh, they don't need 2 doctors."
Yeah.
So Martha's obviously in it until at least the end of the series or sooner.
Handy timing, really. Well, obviously they planned it that way.
No, they planned it that way.
Yeah.
But why would you give Owen's death to someone who's not
What?
like regular Doctor Who writer?
Oh, yeah. I
Have I seen a chibi?
Torchwood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kiss, kiss, bang, bang.
Oh, Not looking forward to his phase of the role, am I?
But he's overseeing the whole of Torchwood at this time. He was showrunning it, basically.
Oh, how did you become a showrunner?
Dunno.
I think you should I think you should write an episode of a reboot of Torchwood
Maybe.
set in 1910.
Yeah. Maybe.
And then you can have the man. I'll give you the characters' names right now. Kit Wilson, Marjorie Fridge, Dr. Luena Priestley.
Did they have female doctors in 1910?
Yes, they did.
Did they?
Just about. Anywho,
They just
Stephen
couldn't
set
vote.
back. Stephen just put women's rights back.
Yeah, they couldn't vote, but they could be doctors, apparently.
I swear they could. First ever woman doctor. That's what you need.
Oh
to
yeah,
do.
1913 was Human Nature, and Joan didn't believe that Martha was a doctor because women weren't doctors at that time. When did women become doctors?
No, I would have said the first female doctor.
Okay. Oh, by 1914 there were over 1,000 female doctors in England.
So by 2010, yeah.
1910.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was funny to see how Martha coming in and sort of treading on Owen's territory with the medical stuff. He was quite insecure,
Yeah.
and actually showed that she really knows her stuff
Yeah.
and knows what she's doing.
I wonder why they wanted to get rid of Owen.
How-
I keep bringing it back.
Well,
to
no,
Owen.
I know it's the big thing, isn't it? It's the major thing.
So
how do
he's
you
going to
think?
be cryogenically frozen.
Yeah. How do you think Tosh is gonna?
Oh my god, they're going to
Deal
take him
with
back
it.
to base,
Yeah.
and there's going to be something that they can do.
What?
They're going to be able to grab that glove, bring him back,
It got destroyed.
and then they've hidden it. They haven't destroyed it.
No, you literally saw it get shattered into a million pieces.
But they can revert it back. It's called hologramic shattering.
Right.
He's coming back.
Is he?
He is. What's the next episode called?
This is one time when I don't really want to tell you what the next episode's called.
I'll just look it up.
Please don't.
Is it so spoilerage?
It is basically, yeah. I can give you the initials
What?
of the episode.
Okay.
DMW.
Do elephants
DMW.
DM Dr. Martha Wilson.
She did say she had a boyfriend. Maybe she's getting married. Dr. Martha's wedding. No.
He saved her.
Yeah, do you know who that is then?
No.
Her boyfriend who saved her life.
No.
Do you remember at the end of series 3? She met someone and then she rang him up at the end.
No.
Tom Ellis.
No.
Don't you remember?
I got goosebumps.
Oh, he's not in it. You don't get to see him again.
Oh.
But that's the character that she's with.
Recast him. I don't care about Tom Ellis's ego.
Yeah.
Dr. Martha what?
It's not Dr. Martha or anything, but it is DMW.
You made me lead to believe that I was getting it correct.
Yeah, I know.
What an absolute... I'm going to Google it.
Please don't.
I'm going to Google it.
Please don't. Can we talk about the Singularity Scalpel?
What's that?
That's that device.
Oh.
I think that's a really cool device. And I like the way they set it up, that they worked out what it was for, but he wasn't quite sure how to use it, and he didn't have the guarantee of it working.
Yeah.
But then it turned out to be the only way they could save Martha.
Yeah.
They had to put their luck in the lap of the gods.
But though he said it knows... I think I know how it works.
Yeah, but was he 100% sure?
The thing is, though, you talk about Martha having, like, a magical cells in her body.
Mm.
Jack must have magical cells in his body.
Yeah. More so than Martha, I'd say.
Jack would be able to handle the bug coming out of him.
That's true, yeah, because he can't die.
But wouldn't you have to just stitch him back up together? Because he would continuously die.
No, once the thing comes out, then it'd be fine.
Oh, just stitch him back up.
No, he would just... His body would just repair itself.
Oh.
When he gets a bullet wound, the bullet wound just heals,
Oh, yeah.
doesn't it? And that, the drug of the episode, Reset, what did you think about that?
I think... I don't really understand, like, how it works. What is it? Is healing the body? Is that the by part of hosting?
Yes.
So-
Yeah, they did say that. They said that the bug needs a healthy body to incubate inside. So when it finds a body, it sends this thing throughout the body to restore it to factory settings, basically, to make sure it's got a healthy host.
Yeah. So then why they said, "Oh, I don't know how to do it." Literally, get your scalpel, whip it out, done.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think it lays eggs inside you, doesn't it? Because then that woman, she died, and they all hatched and came out of her mouth.
Then they're not eggs; they were sibling rivalry. So they put a lot of eggs, and then I think they eat each other.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
And then he said, "Oh, Martha's the only person to have got it past the incubation stage." Well, your fucking assassinator managed to get it past the incubation stage. Came out of his fucking stomach.
Yeah, but he didn't know about that.
Yeah, because he's a knob.
Can we talk about Martha's whole espionage bit going into the facility?
Yeah.
I love
it.
that.
It's silent, and then she goes to the screen. Blah, 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 blah.
Those contact lenses are cool.
Yeah, but how did Jack talk to her? He spoke to her in a microphone.
Did
How
he?
can you hear it? Yeah.
But I thought Tosh was having to type everything.
Literally, he had a microphone.
Ah. That doesn't make any sense.
Of course it doesn't, because it's Jack.
I bet they added that in. I bet they thought, oh, they need to tell Martha that the director was just like, oh, just talking to this little microphone. They didn't think about it making sense.
Yeah.
But I will tell you that the contact lenses come back again in Torchwood, and they're done better, in my opinion, because they didn't really explain in this one how when Martha is, when she was in the room with the nurse or whatever, how can the Torchwood team hear what they're saying?
Oh, I think I know.
Yeah.
So it sends a radio signal into your ears, and it picks up, and it goes through the software of the, and it goes.
It could be that, but they come up with a better explanation in the future.
Thanks.
Sorry.
So rude.
But yeah, they're really cool.
Oh, yeah. And what did the alien do to them for them to go, and she had to get them out of her eyes?
What?
You're not very good at watching the episode, are you?
What did the alien do to them?
There was a massive... The alien turned around the corner, massive bright white light. They cut out, and she had to get them out of her eyeball.
What, when she fainted?
No.
I don't remember what you're talking about.
The alien came round the corner. There was a massive flash of white. Her eyes started to sting. She got them out of her eyes, and Torchwood lost contact with her.
Oh, probably because it was so bright. Her eyes.
But what made the brightness?
I don't know.
This episode is riddled with plot holes because they got someone who was too comfortable writing the bill to write a fantastical sci-fi episode.
Okay.
This is going down lower in my scheme because you have not watched this properly.
Sorry.
You need to open your eyeballs and get off your phone.
I focus on the bits that I like.
No.
Maybe you should try that once in a while.
I do. Jack's on the screen, I watch. Yanta's on the screen, I watch.
Yeah. Speaking of which...
Reese is on the screen. My eyes are glued.
Oh, yeah. Love Reese. Anyway, I think it feels weird to have Martha, who's a character of Doctor Who, a family show, coming into Torchwood, which is an adult show, and you get to see her in a different light. She was having that conversation with Yanta about what's Jack's dabbling like.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, no, I like it, but it is weird.
On the edge of avant-garde.
Yeah, it's weird that Martha is, who we know from a family show, is now suddenly talking about sex. I also just wrote down an example of the clunky dialogue that you were talking about, which is, they did a great job with it, the actors, for what they had, but the scene where Owen agrees to go on a date with Tosh, and he says, I'm still going to flirt with people, and she's like, you can be king of flirts. It's such a clunky line, isn't it? You can be king of flirts.
Yeah. Not very something that Tosh would say, I don't
No.
think. This is the thing, you need to really know the characters.
For writing, yeah. But that's the thing, I'm sure each episode should have been rewritten, like Russell used to do, but... yeah, particularly with Martha, that we know so strongly from Doctor Who. I do feel like some of her lines were not very her.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but why would you also give an episode with such an important arrival... to someone who, yes, I understand that they are a writer, but just because you're a writer does not mean that you can write everything. That's why we have writers who write non-fiction. We have writers who write fantasy, romance and all that, because I think certain types of styles of writing fall naturally into certain types of genres. Don't get me wrong, there are people out there who can do it all, but some people just have their niches, and that's fair enough. It makes many different colours to make this world. It takes many different colours to make this world. I personally would not have given such an important arrival and such an important episode to someone who has tried to make it turn into a cop show, personally.
Well, we've got to rank it.
Okay.
I always say rate, I mean to say rank.
Not the same thing.
No, because rating is like giving it a score out of 10 or something.
I can give
Ranking
it a score.
is putting it on our list.
6.
Out of
10.
Okay. Where is Reset going to go for you?
I'm probably going to put it 11th.
Above Combat,
Yeah.
but under Out of Time.
Yeah.
For me, I think it's a good episode. I know, yeah, some of the dialogue is a bit clunky, but I find it quite engaging. And it's nice to see Martha there.
Yeah. But also, how did the facility get so protected?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. They didn't explain that enough. Yeah. I'm putting it under Countryside and above Small Worlds, which is number 10. Yeah, so I'm not allowed to... Well, I've decided I don't want to tell you what the next episode's called.
DMW.
Yeah. The question is, do you think Owen's loss is going to be a big part of the next episode or not?
Yes. They have to.
Yeah.
They have to.
You can't just move on.
Why can I not know the episode?
Because it really gives things away.
DMW. Does Martha revive him?
Does Martha revive him? Anywho, we shall find out in due course. What's left for us to do?
Patreon,
shout-outs. Patreon, shout-outs. Lovely. It's that time again, and this week we'd like to welcome Jay.
Jay! Thank you, Jay! Is it spelled Jaijae, or just Jay?
It's Jay.
Okay.
And Jay has also joined and introduced themselves on the Discord recently as well, so that was really nice.
Hi, Jay.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you so much for your support. Honestly, it means the world.
Honestly, it does. It means so much. I want to let the viewers know,
listeners,
that I am looking forward to seeing one of my favourite comedians.
Yeah.
In the next series.
Kathy T.
And we were going. I did try and fight for Doctor Who to be the next thing that we film, but Stephen said no.
Because Torchwood.
It
It is a good series. It is a good series. It is. And then also series 3 of Torchwood is the best thing ever. So we can't watch that without watching series 2. Anywho, so thank you, Jay, and thank you to all of our patrons, including Louisa, Philip, Jason, Joe, Tom, Louis, Michael, Verna, Heather, Benny, Caleb, Monica, and Amber. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Don't forget, you can find us on the show notes. Don't forget, you can find everywhere we are active on our show note.
This is why I normally do this bit.
Don't forget, you can find us all across the web. So don't forget to check out our show notes. That's where you'll find all the information on where to find us. Join our Discord. There's loads of people in there who want to talk about Doctor Who with you, and it's free.
This is free.
It is free. I've just been confirmed that it's free from my PA /sofa.
Did you mean chauffeur?
Chauffeur. But
you sit on me, do you?
But haven't I? But I am planning to learn, aren't I?
Well, you've been saying that in the 7 years we've been together. But
do you know what? It's so sad because I had passed my theory when we met.
Yeah.
And because you drove, I felt like I didn't need to drive anymore. And I was like, oh.
I don't mind driving you around.
Yeah, but you don't drive me to work.
Yeah, because I've got to go to my own job.
Yes, which starts an hour and a half after mine.
What, you start at 7?
I would start at 7.
You don't get there at 7.
No, I don't. I get there 7:45.
Yeah. Anyway.
Which starts 45 minutes after mine,
yes.
Which means you could drive me, drop me off. You could drive back to your work you'd have plenty of time to get ready for the day,
Okay.
rather than stumbling in about 3 minutes late. Because I can tell you, Stephen, if you were my employee, I would clock that.
All right, fair enough.
I've already clocked many people.
Yeah, because you're a busybody.
No.
Yes,
No.
you're a busybody and you're a Karen, as we established earlier in this
No!
episode.
I'm not Karen!
Okay, so it's goodbye from me, Stephen, and it's goodbye from Karen.
Stay cool, stay safe, stay fantastic.
I do like that. Bye, guys.
Bye. Do not call me a Karen ever again.
Okay.